Now, moving on to the highlights of the event, we are about to start our first panel discussion, Innovating for a Sustainable Future, Exploring Material Innovations and Sustainability. For this panel, we have with us Dr. Amir Ahmed, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Real Estate, Daffodil International University, as the moderator. Followed by our respected panelists, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Muhammad Badrul Hassan, Managing Director, BBS Cables Limited, Mr. Salehin Mushfiq Sadaf, Director, Strategy and Transformation, GPH Ispat Limited, Architect Faisal Ahmed, Executive Director, Design, Concord Real Estate Limited, Mr. AKM Ziaul Islam, Chief Operating Officer, COO, Meghna Ceramic Industries Limited, Mr. Muhammad Khorshidul Alam, Chief Operating Officer, COO, Akish Bashir Group, Mr. Asadul Haq Sufiani, Chief Business Officer, Metrosem Cement, Mr. Babar Hossain, Consultant, Khadim Ceramics Limited. Looking forward to a very informative discussion, I'll please request everyone to get on the stage. Thank you.
Very good evening and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity of being a moderator in such a big audience. Like beside me, all the industry experts who are actually leader in this particular trade or industry. And in front of me, all the experts, especially the architects. I'm Dr. Amir Ahmed, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Real Estate, Daffodil International University. I would definitely like to take the privilege because Daffodil International University is the only university that provides a bachelor degree in real estate. So again, this is a huge honor that they have selected me to moderate such a dynamic session where we'll explore the material innovation. Definitely in real estate sector, every day there is a new innovation. And how we are actually coping with this innovation, that we're going to know from our experts. So the experts are already introduced, and we have a bit of time constraint. So first of all, I'd like to ask a question from Muhammad Badrul Hassan, Managing Director, BBS Cable. So, Mr. Hassan, may I ask you, like, we know like electricity hazard, building up electricity and especially the fire hazard due to electric cable and other stuff. There is a misconception as well. And energy saving, we definitely like to know more from energy saving solution in real estate using efficient wiring. So please, Mr. Badrul Hassan. We are extremely sorry. We are actually waiting for Mr. Muhammad Badrul Hassan to come in the ballroom. Maybe we will talk to him or know from him a bit later. Next, we'd like to move to AKM Ziaul Islam. AKM Ziaul Islam is a Chief Operating Officer, Meghna Ceramic Industry Limited. So, Mr. Islam, basically, since you are from ceramic industry, so can we know more about the challenges you are currently facing in innovation of ceramic product or ceramic materials that we are using in building? And also, we'd appreciate if you kindly tell us something about the sustainability of this particular sector. So, Mr. Islam, please, over to you.
Question হচ্ছে যে sustainability. So, if I look the industry, especially of the tiles, I can recall from 1984 to 2025. So during this period, so we started the producing very small tiles of 100 millimeter by 100 millimeter with only one color. But nowadays, in 2025, we can claim, as a whole over the Bangladesh tiles industry can claim, that we can produce or we are compatible to compete any international market with the quality and aspect of design, aesthetic value, everything. The trouble for us when we talk about that how we take it as a challenge, so I will not put it with anybody, but the whole industry goes on facing the challenge, take it over from innovation from one by one, and that's why the industry grows. And because of this innovation, we come to this level that we can compete in the international market. So not one, at least 2, 3 of our competitor or this industry is still exporting USA, a lot of others, and they are claiming the quality is good. The biggest trouble of this export is that the cost of the production still we are so high that we cannot compete this product with the China or the India market. So if we talk about the sustainability and innovation, so innovation we do, so from, if I remember at the beginning of the industry, the heat value, the dust, the working condition, which is improved a lot. If we look on the industry, we go on any factory of the modern factory, like the top 5, 6 factory, we'll find that everybody is working to fight to remove the dust or without dust, also trying to reduce the temperature, reduce the emission of the heat, emission of the dust, taking the water as a challenge not to put the waste outside. So that's why we said that we have innovated, not we, the whole industry has innovated and grows up to there. But the other thing what we face to more innovative is that we need to technically develop or using the modern technology. So when we are using this modern challenge, because the question is that what is the challenge I face? So from my point of perspective, my perspective is that we face the challenge to train the people. Because whenever the modern technology comes, the first trouble we face to make it run by our people. Most of our people don't want to go beyond the thinking. They want to run with the traditional way. So that's why we are trying, or all the industry people are trying to educate the people, train the people to use this thing to face the challenge. So as per Magna ceramic industry, so 2, 3 points I will raise that for this sustainability. We are one of the company, the whole water we never use from the underground. We use 100% surface water to use the production. We emit one of the lowest heat to the environment. We also control the dust to emit in the environment. This way, and also the waste we recycle. That's the way we're trying to face it. And we are also putting most of our people continuously trained to see and to grow, that to run with the higher value.
Thank you, Mr. Islam. It's really wonderful to have you here, and we know a bit, not a lot, but we love to know more about your industry and especially the sustainability. We'll get back to you maybe for a second question. So today we also have with us architect Faisal Ahmed. Architect Faisal Ahmed is Executive Director, Design Concord Real Estate. Mr. Faisal, hi.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amir Ahmed, for the generous introduction. আমি এখানে এসেছি আমাদের আবাসন সেক্টরের একটা উইং থেকে, এবং সেখানে আমাদের নিজের পরিচয়, আমার নিজের পরিচয় স্থপতি। তারপরেও যেহেতু আবাসন খাতে অনেক দিন ধরে কাজ করছি, সেই পার্সপেক্টিভে যেহেতু আমাদের আজকের আয়োজকরা আমাদেরকে এরকম একটা উপযোগী বিষয়ে আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছে, তাদেরকে সকলকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই আমি শুরু করতে চাই। সো আমির ভাই যে প্রশ্নটা করেছেন যে আমাদের রিয়েল এস্টেট ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে কিভাবে ম্যাটেরিয়াল ইনোভেশনগুলো আমরা
Right.
আরও বেশি কনজিউম করতে পারি এবং এটাকে আরও এগিয়ে নিয়ে যেতে পারি। তো এটার একটা প্রেক্ষাপট বললে আমি যেটা বলতে চাই যে আমাদের দেশে যখন 70 বা 80s-এর দশকে এখানে আবাসন খাতটা শুরু হয়, সেই পর্যায়ে আমাদের সিরামিক ইন্ডাস্ট্রিগুলোও একইভাবে দ্রুতভাবে প্রসার ঘটতে থাকে এবং এই সময়ে আমরা দেখেছি সিরামিক খাতের ইন্ডাস্ট্রিগুলো একত্রে তৈরি হয় এবং আবাসন খাতকে চাহিদা মেটাতে সাহায্য করে। এক পর্যায়ে আমরা 90 দশকে দেখি যে অনেক বেশি চাহিদা তৈরি হয় এবং রিয়েল এস্টেটে যেই চাহিদা তৈরির সাথে সাথে আমাদের দেশে অনেক গুণী স্থপতি এবং অনেক গুণী প্রকৌশলীরা এটাতে অবদান রাখতে শুরু করে এবং এই অবদান রাখার কারণে আমাদের সেক্টরটা ডেভেলপমেন্ট শুরু হয় এবং আমরা যেটা বিলিভ করি যে 90s-এর এই অংশগুলোতে আসলে আবাসন খাতের একটা ভিত তৈরি হয় এবং আমরা অনেক সমৃদ্ধপূর্ণ প্রকল্প দেখতে পাই। এই পরিসরে দেখা যায় যে সিরামিক ইন্ডাস্ট্রিগুলো আরও অনেক তাদের বিভিন্ন ধরনের ম্যাটেরিয়াল এবং গবেষণা তৈরিতে সক্ষম হয় এবং স্থপতি এবং প্রকৌশলীদের সাহায্য করতে থাকে এবং ভালো ভালো সমৃদ্ধশালী প্রকল্প গড়ে উঠতে থাকে। তবে একটা পর্যায়ে আমরা দেখি যে 2000 থেকে 2015 এরকম 10-15 বছরের মধ্যে এত বেশি চাহিদা তৈরি হয় আবাসন সেক্টরে, এই সময়টাতে আমাদের হয়তো লোকাল যেই সিরামিক কলকারখানাগুলো ছিল তারা হয়তো ইনোভেশনগুলো ওই পর্যায়ে নিতে না পারার কারণে পাশ্চাত্যের প্রচুর ম্যাটেরিয়ালের প্রতি আমাদের একটা ডিপেন্ডেন্সি তৈরি হয়। এইটা যেমন আমাদের খাতকে একটা চ্যালেঞ্জের মুখে ফেলে দেয়। তো এই জায়গাগুলো থেকে উত্তরণের জন্য আমরা লাস্ট ফর 10 ইয়ার্স আবার দেখেছি যে অনেকগুলা সিরামিক শিল্প যারা এখন প্রকৌশলীদেরকে এঙ্গেজ করছে, একাডেমিয়াসদের এঙ্গেজ করছে এবং আর্কিটেক্ট সব কিছু মিলিয়ে তারা অনেক গবেষণাও তৈরি করছে। তো এই জায়গাটা থেকে আমরা দেখতে পারি যে নেক্সট ফর ফিউ ইয়ার্স হয়তো আমাদের একটা প্রেক্ষাপট পরিবর্তন হবে এবং আবাসন খাতের এখন যেমন আমরা বলতে পারি যে আপার মিডল ক্লাস লেভেলে কিন্তু সবাই পাশ্চাত্যের ম্যাটেরিয়ালের উপর নির্ভরশীল। ওই জায়গাটা থেকে সরে এসে হয়তো আমরা আস্তে আস্তে চেষ্টা করব কিভাবে নিজেদের দেশের ম্যাটেরিয়ালকে আমরা আরও বেশি সমৃদ্ধশালী করা এবং সেগুলোকে ইউজ করার জন্য তৈরি হওয়া। তো এই পর্যায়ে আমরা যেটা দেখেছি যে আমাদের এই যে সিরামিক ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সেখানে আমাদের প্রচুর গবেষণা দরকার, রিসার্চ দরকার, কারণ আমাদের অনেক প্রফেশনাল আছে যারা ম্যাটেরিয়ালের মান বা তত্ত্বগত যে দিকগুলো আছে এগুলো নিয়ে খুব একটা ওয়ার্কশপ না হওয়ার কারণে খুব একটা আমাদের এই বিষয়ে জানা হয় না। তো এই জায়গাগুলো থেকে আমরা আবাসন সেক্টর থেকে রিকোয়েস্ট করব যে তারা যাতে প্রতিনিয়ত প্রত্যেকটা সেক্টরে এই বিষয়ে গবেষণা করে এবং তৈরি করে এবং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি যারা প্রফেশনালস আছে এবং একাডেমিক যারা রিসার্চার আছে তাদেরকে একত্র করে এই বিষয়গুলোতে অ্যাডভান্স টেকনোলজিগুলো ইউজ করাতে সক্ষমতা যেন তারা তৈরি করতে পারে। আরেকটা বড় দিক হচ্ছে যে স্বাভাবিকভাবেই পাশ্চাত্যের বিভিন্ন মেটেরিয়ালে আমরা ইনোভেশনে দেখি যে সবাই তো গ্রিন বিল্ডিং বা সাস্টেনেবিলিটির দিকেই যাচ্ছে এবং এই জায়গাগুলোতেও আমাদের সোচ্চার হওয়া দরকার কিভাবে আমরা রিসাইকেল ম্যাটেরিয়াল ইউজ করে আমরা প্রোডাকশন তৈরি করতে পারি, র ম্যাটেরিয়াল কীভাবে নিজেদেরটা নিজেরাই কনজিউম করতে পারি, কম যাতে ইম্পোর্ট বেস হয়। তো এই বিষয়গুলোকে খেয়াল রাখা। তো পরিশেষে একটা জিনিসই বলতে চাই যে আমরা খুবই আশাবাদী এবং এই বিষয়টা থেকে আমরা যেটা নিতে চাই সেটা হচ্ছে যে নেক্সট ফর একটা সার্টেন টাইমলাইনের মধ্যে যাতে আমরা নিজেদের ম্যাটেরিয়াল আরও আবাসন সেক্টরে সমৃদ্ধ করতে পারি এবং গুছাতে পারি, সেটাই আমাদের চাওয়া থাকবে। এটুকু বলে আমি শেষ করছি। থ্যাংক ইউ
ভেরি মাচ আর্কিটেক্ট ফয়সাল আহমেদ। আমি আপনার কাছে আরেকবার ফেরত আসবো। আই হ্যাভ এ ইন্টারেস্টিং কোশ্চেন। তার আগে আমরা কথা বলি। We have with us today Salehin Mushfiq Sadaf, Director Strategy and Transformation, GPH Ispat. Mr. Sadaf. আপনার কাছে আমার কিছু প্রশ্ন আছে, but still you can share your own opinion. If I miss anything, you can add always.
Thank you.
So আমরা আসলে কিছুক্ষণ আগে বা আমাদের আজকের যে থিম, we were talking about innovation. So innovation এবং যে innovation in both making the building and the material, দুই জায়গাতেই innovation আছে. Can you explain us a little bit about how sustainability is related with that and how actually the innovation in construction material and construction technology, these two things are contributing in sustainability of this particular sector? Please.
Well, thank you so much for bringing up this very important topic of material innovation. First, I would like to thank Shaping Ceramic Bangladesh magazine for organizing this impactful event, which has brought in people from industries who are related with this like construction sectors. This is really, I think, the very first time I have seen people from different background and different industries are in the same platform to share their vision, share their thoughts. So I really thank Ceramic Bangladesh magazine. Well, to talk about the innovation, if we look at the history, like after our independence, we have not seen so much material innovation or like process innovation in Bangladesh. It is only last 20, 30 years that we could see some innovations in the product developments, some innovations in the process developments. So the question now might be why there was no innovation since our independence. I think it's mostly because we did not have the vision to invest on research and development to make us self-sufficient. And also, we, like right now it's also prevailing, it's the issue of brain drain. Like all the people, like after graduating from a reputed university, we see lots of students, they are mostly keen to build their career, not in Bangladesh, but they would like to build their career in a foreign land, basically. So we really need to build an ecosystem where we are going to have innovations across the industries. Talking about the material innovation from our industry, from the building materials manufacturing industry, and how it's related to sustainability. If we talk about some improved material, some material which ensures better performance, suppose you might require 20,000 kg of cement and 100 metric ton of rebar in a construction, in a given construction, in a given structure. What if you can do the same construction, you can make the same structure with the same desired performance with 15,000 kgs of cement and 80 metric ton of rebar. It has got huge impact starting from the upstream towards the downstream. In the upstream, we do have, if we require less material, as we are import dependent, we have to bring in less raw material. That's how we can reduce our carbon footprint from the logistics sector. Then coming into the production side, while we are processing it, we will require less electricity, less water, and less natural gas, which is all three are very scarce in this world right now. And moving towards more downstream, while the transportation of the finished products, it will be reduced. So we are reducing the carbon footprint once again. If you are using less material with the better performance, your construction time is going to be decreased. You will require less material. The sound pollution, when the time will decrease, the sound pollution is also going to decrease. Suppose constructing a structure, a given structure might take around 3 months. If you can do it within like 2.5 months, you are reducing the sound pollution in your own neighborhood. This is how our building materials industry, the manufacturing industry, can contribute to this construction scenario, can contribute to empower our respected architects, our respected designers to have a sustainable construction practice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sadab. So it was really well explained, like the way you have explained, and especially in your discussion, we get some idea about time consumption in construction, durability, then you talk about sustainability. Maybe we'll have a couple of more questions later on. Now I would like to move on to Muhammad Asadul Haq Sufyani. Sufyani bhai is actually beside me. I actually had the opportunity to have a short chat with him before the program begins. So Sufyani bhai, we have two specific questions from you. Impact of cement production on environment. There's a good topic at this moment everywhere. And the challenges where you are facing in local cement manufacturing. Very two specific question. Thank you, Sadab bhai, Sufyani bhai.
Good evening and assalamu alaikum to everyone. I would like to first thanks to Ceramic Bangladesh magazine for inviting me here today, as well as I would also thank Aki Ceramics, Fresh Ceramics, X Ceramics, and other sponsors to support to organize such a nice event tonight. In terms of environmental impact on our raw materials of cement, I would like to talk about the two sides. One is the biodiversity side, and another one is that alternative materials side, where we are having the challenges, as well as that there are a lot of ways that we can give a positive impact, not the negative, positive impact in our environment. So number one is biodiversity. Now, you know that every raw materials for cement actually is a natural one. Like the clinker is made of these limestone hills. So with the limestone we get from the nature, when you burn around 1400 degrees Celsius, it turns to clinker. Same, the other products are from the nature. So when the quarry, they suggest to go for cut the hills, and also the quarries that where the big areas required to extract the minerals from the nature, then the pollution in the water, then the locality need to be shifted from other places, then the forest, it sometimes it get impacted. Therefore, all areas are impacted. That is another big problem. And some materials, good that we are having from the byproducts of different industries. Like from fly ash that we get, it is a byproduct of a thermal power plant. Actually, this is a waste. But good part is that in the 20s, after 1999, there are a lot of research we did on the cement. And these new additions, other than the raw clinker, 100%, these additives that we created, we finally matched and innovated to add in our production process. So it reduced a little bit in our impact on our environment. Another one is a blast furnace slag. This is another byproduct of from steel industries. So these are all the things are there, but the big impact actually we have in our on our environment. But in Bangladesh aspect, since we are all the materials actually we are importing, unfortunately we do not have any this kind of limestone big hills or other things in Bangladesh. It is it is a common thumb rule, is 1 ton of clinker, if we produce 1 ton of carbon dioxide emission in the year. So fortunately, the developed countries actually now liable for these greenhouse effects, but Bangladesh aspect, we are not that much actually liable for this. Another aspect, the environmental aspect, that it is actually creating impact. However, we can also reduce that. That normally at this point in time, I am in different areas, in different what you call the seminars. I am trying to tell, because I hope that we all know that we are in a building material sector. We are all here now today, and all the chairmen and MDs are also there. That these nowadays, due to the global economic conditions, as well as the government policy and etc., the price of the raw materials, price of the local expenditures in transport and etc. are actually increasing. And on the pace of that increase of raw materials and other expenses, including logistics and others, the end users are actually not that much capable to pay the price for that building materials. Then, in that aspect, the 3 things actually it impacting actually in the production point of view in our environment. Number 1 is alternative raw materials. Normally, I already told all of you that there are 5 kinds of raw materials we require to produce as 1 bag of cement. However, there are a lot of new innovations are coming up, like fly ash. So if we reduce the electricity production, that means it comes from the thermal, that means the coal. The coal again actually impacting our environment. So if we can go for alternative use of fly ash, if we don't buy, or the electricity generation can convert to nuclear and other cost-effective production process, then we can use the pozzolana. The new things are coming, which is the this is the ash coming from the volcanic eruptions. There are a lot of Indonesia and others, Iceland, they are actually offering us to buy these kind of raw materials, which is actually the waste that is creating the problem in the environment. We can use this. Already we have done some experiment, and it is actually reacting good. So we can think about. So if we can do that, the price actually also the very low from the traditional fly ash that we are now importing from neighboring countries. And number 2, that we are heavily, our blood is shedding in the production process. Like, we are not concentrating on the efficient use of energy in our production process. Like, if we can work on, or if we can explore our grinding mill, the motor, that is actually the mainly, it's actually, we requires a lot of energy, electricity. So that if we can search or tell our vendors that to give us or innovate for us, or we can in Bangladesh can do that on the basis of the energy efficient motors that consume less electricity than now, then automatically our cost will cut down, and also the power generation will be much lesser. Obviously, it will create a good impact on our environment. Number 2. Number 3 is we can go for the clean fuels energy, which is solar as well as the wind. However, in Bangladesh perspective, actually, this is little bit impossible that for the solar, there need lot of space that we do not have, because Bangladesh is very populated and small country. And wind also if you go for the geographically, wind, our shorelines are not that feasible for this wind power. Therefore, we can go for the energy efficient production process as well as the alternative raw materials that can help us to impact less in our cement raw material production as well as the uses in Bangladesh and abroad as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sufiani Bhai. You have already covered everything. Definitely cement is probably playing the most significant role in real estate and construction business. In the audience, we have architects, civil engineers, and business people. I hope you have get your relevant informations, and definitely we'll have some question later on. So now we have with us Muhammad Khurshid Alam, Chief Operating Officer, Akij Bashir Group, and Khurshid Bhai. We actually want to know more about your glass industry. Its sustainability, its innovation, definitely, the challenges you are facing, and how actually that can play a bigger role in construction and real estate business. Please, Mr. Alam.
Thank you. Good evening and assalamu alaikum. I am a little bit nervous and I was praying that why my turn is not coming because my boss is coming. So I wanted to finish it before he come here. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity before he come. You know, talking in front of boss is always tough. Innovation and sustainability is a matter where actually the ownership needs to take by the entrepreneur because there is a lot of investment required to initiate the sustainability effort. So in glass industry, you know that the biggest problem is that you cannot switch off the furnace for a single second in 10 to 12 years. So this is the biggest challenge. And to relate with this problem, we have a shortage of gas. So if there is not enough gas to a glass factory, it is disaster. A 2, 3, 4 minutes interruption, the furnace will go to crash. So you cannot run that furnace anymore. So with this challenge, the innovation is that world is going on every day, trying to find new solution. So there is a talk going on. Can we produce a hybrid furnace like in ceramic industry? The electric kiln has already in operation in some first world country. So in glass industry also some kind of hybrid or electric furnace thinking is there, but still there is no furnace in the world running by electricity in glass industry. So this can be one good innovation for production point of view. And from product point of view, you know that we are very traditional producer, glass producer as a country. We just only produce mainly clear glass and color glass. But there are a lot of glass. For example, the architects, sirs can vetted my statement that low E glass has a big role in the industry, but Bangladesh is not yet capable of producing low E glass. So there are big companies are coming now in this industry. Already we are in the industry, in the market. Also, Magna is coming. So I believe that this kind of big group will be able to afford that investment. And maybe soon we'll see that the low E glass from China or from India will be stopped and we can supply those products. The solar, our Sufiani Bhai was telling on solar that we have land limitation, which is very true. But industry like ceramics or glass usually have big roof. So in Bangladesh, most of the companies trying to install solar. As an example, Aki's Boshir Group is planning to produce at least 35% of their energy through solar. And to update you, solar energy is really free. If you have the idea on the policy, if you have the idea on the investment from some non-banking institution, actually it costs nothing. So I would request all our colleagues to think on it. So Akis Boshir Group is initiated a lot of solar in their factory. In every factory, we are covering our floor, our roof, which will, we believe, that give us some independence on gas. As you, most of you know that we suffered a lot in our ceramics factory. So actually, from that learning, we initiated this kind of solar energy. We can produce glass which is self-cleaning, meaning you don't need to put any water or chemical to clean the glass. You can see that in all big building, in a quarter or in a 6 month, we need to clean the glass. But there are technology available. You do not need to clean your glass if you have that technology. And coming back to solar, presently we are exporting full solar panel from China. But in Bangladesh, glass industry can produce this glass, so that we just will only bring the body and we'll put glass from our industry. So which will also help the country to save some foreign currency. But there is some challenges. Like, as I told you that you cannot stop the furnace, this is the biggest challenge. And the capacity of the Bangladesh industry, I'm sure Mohiddin Bhai is here from Meghna. I wish you hear it and convey this to management, that capacity of the industry is, for example, 2,000 metric ton per day, but consumption is 1,200 metric ton per day. Now you guess what is the fight in the market with the price. Every day it is sliding down. We all understand that no matter how much we reduce the price, the industry cannot sell 100% production. If I sell, Nasir will have their stock in their factory. If Nasir can sell, I cannot sell because consumption is not there. So this is another biggest challenge. From regulatory point of view, challenge is there is some SRO which is for some electric company. They are bringing glass from China with zero tariff, whereas our country's glass factory are unable to sell their production. So it needs to be settled down, and we demand withdrawal of this SRO. In glass transportation, there is another big challenge for us. To transport the glass from factory to dealer house or to the project, there is some special vehicle. We need to add some structure. Every day, every dealer, every company needs to pay something to the traffic or some, police. So this kind of problem needs to be solved. And there's a lot of opportunity also, which I told that solar glass, low glass, design glass, printed glass, we are not producing those kind of glass. But if we can produce, definitely consumption will go high. My one humble request to architects present here, please consider the wall glass ratio. It is increasing for sure, but there is a lot of scope to use more glass in the construction, your project. So my humble request, consider that our companies are failing to sell their production. So if you increase the use of glass, it will help to the industry. I think for this one is good enough for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Khurshid Alam. Really, you have covered the challenges and especially the opportunities of your industry. And with your last word, like innovation in design using more glasses can make a sustainable growth in your industry. So thank you once again today the last discussant with us, Mr. Babur Hossain, consultant Khadim Ceramic. I would like to invite Mr. Hossain. We already talk about cement, we talk about ceramics, we talk about iron. Now it's a turn for bricks. When I actually walk around the Dhaka city in these days, I see marvelous building structure. They use ceramic bricks. And today we will get to know from Mr. Hossain the difference between the ceramic and regular bricks, the durability of construction, is there any innovation, and more from Mr. Hossain. Please, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Amir. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to honorable guests and participants. There is a confusion between handmade bricks and ceramic bricks. So today I would like to say in very short description the difference between hand molding bricks and ceramic bricks. Let me talk about the raw materials. The raw materials that we use in hand molding bricks are especially agricultural topsoil, whereas in made ceramic bricks, we use special types of ceramic clays, which is extracted from special mines, which has to go about 10 to 12 feet below the surface ground level. And not all clays are suitable for ceramic bricks. So we have to test it and found a suitable clays for producing this suitable from a special mine. The thing is, to the glazed wall tiles that we produce in ceramic industries. So our clays are almost similar to the clays that we use in wall tiles. Second factor I would like to talk about that environmental impact. The cleans, the traditional cleans that we found in and these fig chimney cleans, they use the fuel of wood or grated coal, which has a high emission of carbon. Whereas in ceramic, we use tunnel cleans and we use high kilocalorie of coals, and also we use gas, so which has a very nominal carbon emission in the environment. Now coming to point number 3, I'll make a comparison between the quality. If you see a hand molding bricks which has a water absorption of more than 20%, similarly a ceramic brick has a water absorption of less than 8%. Talking about the crushing strength, if I see a hand molding bricks, it has a crushing strength around about 3,000 to 3,500 psi, whereas in ceramic bricks, the crushing strength is more than 6,000 psi. Talking about more about this quality, this ceramic bricks, it's a salinity free, whereas this traditional hand molding bricks is a full of salinity is there. Then talking about the labor influence, this traditional hand molding bricks, they have a lots of labors involved. And in ceramic bricks, it's a modern, fully automated technologies with tunnel clean, so there is skilled labor and not much labor force is involved. And another point I would like to say about the size and shape, hand molding bricks are often different size and shape, it's not the similar, but in machine-made ceramic bricks, which is controlled with the tunnel clean, has almost in precise size and shape. Coming back to aesthetic view, these hand molding bricks we cannot use as an exposed brick. Mostly we use these bricks for plaster walls, whereas ceramic bricks it has been using as an exposed cladding bricks for last 4 or 5 decades. If I can remember, all like government landmark projects, Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan, Smriti Shodh, Shohid Minar, universities like different universities, airports, hospitals have been made with these ceramic bricks. Mirpur Ceramics, carrying the legacy in this industry, has tried to already set up a new industry called Sunshine Bricks in Hobiganj, so that they can give some innovative products. Architects have been using all the time red bricks, so now they want some innovative ceramic bricks. To carry this legacy, in Sunshine Bricks, a modern plant has been set up with European machineries and technical assistance from Europe, especially from Spain and Italy. With this technical assistance from European countries, we have take these ceramic bricks to a different level. Now, we are producing sandblasting brick, then reduction firing brick, grain brick, flashing brick, angle brick. So now the architects will have different options and choices to them, in spite of having only red bricks. More innovation in this industry there is coming, already Sunshine started. That is different types of load-bearing and non-load-bearing walls, blocks. So the characteristics of these load-bearing blocks have some unique characteristics. First of the thing, it reduces your structural load based on your design, 30 to 40%. If I compare a 10-story building, that recently I've done one study on it. So in compare with hand molding brick, it saves a construction cost by 13%. Beside that, if I see the construction time, it also reduces the construction time due to the laying is easier than hand molding bricks. To carry forward these blocks, there are more advantages of this block. One is the insulation. It has thermal insulation. For this, the power consumption AC will be less, uses of consumption AC will be less, and you'll feel more comfort at home. How? There is a sound insulation also in these blocks. So due to sound insulation and non-salinity or dampness, so you feel more comfort than living in a cement block house or traditional clay bricks house. And the challenges in the industry that now we are facing is the clay mines. Government is making some policies and they're restricting the clay mines. So government had to understand that Mirpur Ceramics, Khadim Ceramics, they are carrying a legacy in ceramics and they are trying to give something that had been there for decades and it's been same aesthetic view had been lasting long. So at least government, before forming a policy, they should, I will request, they should at least call this manufacturers of ceramic industries and also ceramic bricks, and they should discuss and they should have some dedicated clay mines near their factories so that this industry can sustain and give more innovative products. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Babur Hussain, consultant, Khadim Ceramics Limited. Before concluding the session, I would like to request our audience, if you have any question to our discussant, industry experts, so we can take one or two questions because we are running a bit of behind the schedule. So if anyone have any question, please, or we can conclude the session. Sure. Anwarul Haq from Pawang Ceramic. Can someone please pass on the mic? Yes, Mr. Anwarul Haq.
Thank you. Thank you. আজকের যে সেশনটি আজকে হলো কিংবা এইমাত্র শেষ হতে যাচ্ছে, অনেকগুলো গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিষয় আসছে। ইনোভেশনের যে জায়গাটি এবং হচ্ছে অল্টারনেটিভস কী কী আমাদের হাতে আছে কিংবা কী কী হতে পারে। ফাইনালি কিন্তু আমরা আসলে যাচ্ছি বিশ্বকে বাঁচাতে হবে। সেই জায়গা ঠিক যদি আমরা এখনই চিন্তা করি যে ঢাকা শহর যদি চিন্তা করি আমরা যে ইনফ্যাক্ট খুব মোটা দাগে আমরা পলিথিনে একটি শহরের উপরে বাস করছি, মানে আমাদের মাটির নিচে মেবি পলিথিন, পুরো ঢাকা শহর জুড়ে পলিথিন, তার উপরে কিন্তু আর্কিটেক্ট ইঞ্জিনিয়ারদের ডিজাইনগুলো করতে হচ্ছে যে আমার বিল্ডিং স্ট্রাকচার কতদিন লোড নিতে পারবে। দ্বিতীয় যে বিষয়টি হচ্ছে আমরা রডের কথা যদি চিন্তা করি, আমরা লোহার রডই শুধুমাত্র চিনি। বিকল্প কি? ইনোভেশন ইজ অলরেডি ইনোভেটেড, বিকল্প ইনোভেটেড বিশ্বব্যাপী। আমরা কিন্তু বাংলাদেশে মেবি এখনও সেটা নিয়ে কাজ শুরু করিনি। তা আমরা যদি শুধুমাত্র লোহা চিনি, লোহা রড চিনি, এর বিকল্প কি আছে বিশ্বে যেগুলো অলরেডি ইনোভেটেড, সেটা নিয়ে আমরা বাংলাদেশে নতুন শিল্প গড়ে তুলতে পারি কি না, শিল্পকে এক্সপ্লোর করতে পারি কি না। আমি যদি সিরামিকের কথা চিন্তা করি, এখানে আকিদ সিরামিকের সিও আছেন কিংবা আমাদের মিরপুর সিরামিকের আছেন, এখানে ওনাররা আছেন। একটি বিল্ডিংয়ের লোড শুধুমাত্র টাইলস দিয়ে কত বাড়াচ্ছি আমরা, আমরা কি একবারও চিন্তা করেছি? আমাদের তো অন্যান্য বিল্ডিং ম্যাটেরিয়ালস আছে, ডক্টর আমির বিল্ডিং ম্যাটেরিয়ালসে কাজ করছেন। আমার কথা হচ্ছে যে আমরা একটি টাইলসের ওজন যদি 6 কেজি 7 কেজি 8 কেজি হয়, কিংবা থিকনেসের কথা যদি চিন্তা করি 8, 9, 10 হোয়াটএভার, কিংবা আরও মোটা মোটা আমরা টাইলস চাই, আমরা যদি 3 mm এর টাইলস তৈরি করতে পারি, আমার কত বিল্ডিং লোড কমে আসছে। এগুলো কিন্তু ইনোভেটেড। আমার পাশের দেশ ইন্ডিয়া কিংবা পাশের দেশ চায়নাতে কিন্তু অলরেডি এগুলো ব্যবহার আছে। আমরা বাংলাদেশে এইটা নিয়ে ইনোভেটেড যেগুলো অলরেডি জাস্ট কপি কিংবা নতুন ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সেট আপ করে এই কাজগুলো নিয়ে আমরা কাজ করতে পারি কি না, আমাদের প্যানেলিস্টদের কাছে, এই সেশনের কাছে আমার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকবে। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Mr. Anwarul Haq. We really know a few things about the tiles and its relationship with building weight. So, as I said, we are a bit behind. I'd like to conclude the session of the first session. Before that, I have few things to share with you. As I was the moderating session, there are few understandings sitting here, what I get in last half an hour. Two important things, what I have observed. I would thank Ceramic Bangladesh magazine and the organizer, Bangladesh Ceramic and Manufacturer and Exporters, to organize such a wonderful gathering like industry experts, professionals, architects, engineers. So from this particular discussion, this is also apparent that we need huge networking, because each and every industry or the people sitting here, their business is interrelated with construction or real estate, either way around. So as we get more opportunities for interaction among us, that will also increase our knowledge about other people's business, which is related with me, the key points, and it will also help us to help each other. And being an academician, I was thinking like there is a huge scope of research as well. I'm not sure whether in this particular industry or we talk about ceramic, we talk about tiles, ceramic bricks, glasses, how much primary data we have. Like as an academician, if I want to know what is the annual consumption of glass in construction or in building last year, maybe I would end up with getting nothing. So I would appreciate everyone who is sitting here, and I'm actually welcoming. So we are, as a university, as I told that Daffodil International University is the only university providing bachelor in real estate. We have huge researchers with us. So my conclusion is that please increase the interaction and networking between you. And we welcome research from every angle. That is the only way we can find a sustainable future of all the industry and professionals sitting here. Thank you very much from my end. And thank you once again for the discussions who has managed their time to give us and give their valuable insight. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our moderator and the panelists. I'd request you all to stay in the stage. I'd like to call upon stage Mr. Moinul Islam, President BCMEA and Chief Advisor of Ceramic Bangladesh Magazine, Mr. Mohammad Mamunur Rashid, FCMA, Senior Vice President, BCMEA and Co-Chief Advisor, Ceramic Bangladesh Magazine, Architect Qazi Nasir, former President of Institute of Architects Bangladesh, Architect Jalal Ahmed, Principal Architect and Managing Director of JA Architects Limited, and the Senior Advisor of our Ceramic Bangladesh Magazine. Sir, would you please do the honor to hand over the crest to our respected moderator and panelists? On the stage, please. Sir, we are bringing the crest. Sir, please. I'd request Moinul sir to hand over the crest to our moderator.